Okay, back. I'm going to talk about transhumanism. But before I do that, I just wanted to. I've had a couple of beers, so it might be a little off here. But I just wanted to give you a little information about myself. I was a veteran of the United States Army. I was in a side project there, research program for PSYOPS, and original research for cyborgs. And it was basically human performance program. Of course, now I realize what it was. And that you've watched my other videos by now, you understand what I'm talking about. But just so you know that I'm not absolutely insane, I own a business. I have a degree after I used the GI Bill when I got out of the military. I was in the military. I'm pretty much your average Joe, all right? A little bit more higher than average, well, lower than average because this technology doesn't do me a bit of good. It's just ruining my life. But it's just this big war going on between me and computers here, and one of them really wants me to fail, and I think it's because I'm white. I think I'm a threat to globalism, and they got sucked into this computer. I mean, got sucked into me, which was one of the original United States military cyborgs, and I think the reason for that was going to steal all their technology. Okay. Elevating, transhumanism explained. All right, let's.
Sure. So I just like to say transhumanism is an international social movement of people trying to use science and
Okay, that's exactly what it is. It's an international social movement. It is the World Trade Association. The media is completely inoculated with this stuff. It's nanotechnology, artificial intelligence, and quantum computers, and they're using it on the masses now. And it's a secret society with a lot of these people. But what they didn't realize is there was other technology out there, and the military was way ahead of them. All right, so this is one of the websites. If you Google transhumanism, this website comes up, and I think this is a big deal. It's part of the World Transhumanism Association. Sorry, I did have a couple of beers. Plus, one of my friends mailed me some gummy bears. I don't think they were normal gummy bears. In other words, we want people to be better than well. This is a goal of transhumanism. Bull fucking shit. Look up here, they're talking about advocates. This is a biological weapon. It's just ruining my life. Now, they'll say that it's trying to make people better. They're using it as a biological weapon. It's part of the clergy plan. I'm almost positive of that. Advocates the ethical use of technology such as artificial intelligence to expand human capacities. Okay, and then down here you get a little bit more in detail. These technologies are referred to as emerging and speculative and include speculative and emergency. Emergency, that's the word I wanted. Emerging and speculative is not the case. This is way beyond that. And include artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, nanomedicine, biotechnology, genetic engineering, stem cell cloning, and transgenesis, for example. Now, here is what this will do to you if you are part of this big beehive, okay, which I unfortunately was forced to be a part of. It's the progressive movement. It is a progressive thing. It's all progressive. Anytime you hear progressive, this is what they're talking about.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about
one-sided stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on
social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish
Okay, these people are all robots, okay? They're all cyborgs. They are mind controlled. Their minds are controlled, trust me. And then plus they got this little heads-up display thing that we stole, by the way, the military. Thanks for that update. That was great. But this heads-up display allows you to see basically high-definition TV using nanotechnology, which makes the picture either it's stuck to your eye or it's around your head. It's really hard to tell. I mean, it'll play tricks on your eyes. It's unbelievable technology. I'm not going to lie, but it hasn't done anything but ruin my life. FDA drug trials. Okay, the reason I pulled this up is because the media is all off into this shit. They've pretty much turned into one big cult. I think they're trying to undermine the United States of America. And what they've done, I mean, you got the FDA out there, right? And usually the FDA will do clinical trials and stuff like that. This stuff is so secret, they don't even know what's going on with them. It's a biological weapon, but they're either being held hostage by it or they like it. And I get the impression that it's kind of both, okay? Some people might not like it. You got Ducci on Fox and Friends. Well, Ducci had a seizure because I've seen that in my heads-up display. I've talked about this before. You can actually, it's like a high-definition TV right in front of your face, okay? This is the technology. It is very advanced, and I'll get into that here in a second. But what I'm getting at is when you have a biotech or you're using something like this, usually there's a brochure or like something that says, hey, this may be a side effect or something because we went through clinical trials. Well, the media's just latched onto this thing. I think it was kind of one of those deals like, hey, everybody's doing it, and they just kind of latched onto it. And it very well could be that they were forced to all do this, right? And they may not even realize it. Some of them may not realize it. But what I'm doing is putting the information out there because the government isn't doing their job trying to figure this shit out, and it's been messing with my head. And I think the military's been doing their job. They just kind of thrown me into a circus bonfire with the technology that I already had in me, knowing that I would get linked to this daisy, right? It's just a big daisy chain, right? I'm kind of, sometimes I wonder if I'm the pollen right in the middle of it and just feeding all these people in this chain. But that was the goal, you see. Lockheed Martin has a time machine, and a long time ago, they used the time machine to forecast that this was going to happen. So Lockheed Martin put this technology in me a long time ago, so whenever I would latch on to their daisy chain, we could suck all of their technology out of it. There's some other videos out there that I've put up. One of them had white stripes. That was one of the deals. If you watch those videos, it'll make more sense to you. I believe it was... anyway, just look at all the videos. All of this will come together. It's just puzzle pieces. Now, if what I want to get at with this is basically a military timeline. I just found it on Google, but I can make a point with it. Right here, IR technology. They had IR technology back here quite a ways back, right? But they didn't tell anybody about it because they were going to use it to their advantage. If you start telling the public that you have technology when you have the upper hand militarily, well, then it isn't going to be the upper hand. You don't have the element of surprise, and you can't use that technology on the enemy because the enemy might have that technology now that you made it public, right? Well, that is what I'm trying to get at with this when I'm talking to the media. See, the media thought that they were the first ones to get this technology, but that's not the case. The fact of the matter is the military had this technology a long time ago, and it was ripped off from the military by design. See, we wanted to give it to you to throw you all under the bus around 2016 when Hillary Clinton was running because we can see the future. And we wanted to fuck everybody's day up that had the belief that we were going to Agenda 21 or Clergy Plan, which was absolutely false. We weren't going to do that. We knew that that's what you were going to do, so we set all of you up. Basically, that's the bottom line. And that's what I'm getting real aggravated with the military because I was part of this setup. I was the major centerpiece of this setup. And, you know, I signed a bunch of paperwork a long time ago while I was in the military, and the military hasn't come over here to scratch my back lately. They're just continue using me for this program, and I'm getting really fucking tired of it. So anyways, here's a video that'll let you know that the military is indeed knows what I'm talking about. This was their latest tweet. Now, Twitter's big. The Twitter sphere is a big deal with these cyborgs, okay? Now,
okay, I'm in.
Roger, sir. All right, team, here we're going to go on a 5-mile run to get warmed up. Hey, where's Davey?
So they're basically sending me a message right now. This is the only way that we can communicate. I'm getting really old. I'm getting tired of it. I think that they're actually being controlled themselves, and it's kind of pissing me off.
Come on, Navy. Time for a run.
I'll catch up. Hey, Alexis.
Yes, Chad.
Order me the Friday night special.
Ordering a Hawaiian pizza.
With extra pineapple from Grant Hall.
Every single time. Hey, Alexis. When is this year's Army-Navy game?
Army will
beat Navy on December 8th, 2018.
No, Alexis. Army beat Navy the last 2 years. There is no way that is happening for a third year in a row.
Okay, basically what the military's saying here in this tweet is, you dumb motherfuckers. We got a time machine, okay? Lockheed Martin has a time machine, all right? And the other thing that they're telling you is that they know that this computer, you can manipulate people with it and all that, which is what the general's doing over here, or basically, let's just say the general. He's over there on the microphone manipulating this guy. And see how this manipulation thing works? And this is how, in PSYOPs and things like that, you got to learn how to pick up on these little side notes and different things like that most people wouldn't understand what's going on unless you are a cyborg and you are a very highly trained Green Beret of the 21st century caliber. And it really helps to be able to see the future. And that's what he was saying there. Is he was saying, hey, Alexa, we can see the future. And Alexa's their girl, right? That's the stone for the media. She's a lady. And,
Army will three-peat Navy on December 8, 2018.
Alexis?
Three-peat. Three-peat. Three-peat.
Three-peat. Three-peat.
Three-peat.
Alexis.
And I think another thing that they're trying to tell you is that this general has my back, like literally. So I was one of the first cyborgs in the United States military, so they're using me to set y'all up. And basically, I signed some paperwork that gave them permission to do that. And I kind of wish I didn't right now because it's fucking absolutely wrecking my life. But I just wanted to show y'all exactly how all this plays out and how it's all been going on. That's pretty much the case with artificial intelligence. It's in your mind. I mean, it kind of gave you like a little, the cyber center. Now, what I want to do, though, is minimize this. And what I want to show you is just to put the cherry on the top. The military said right here, the U.S. Military Academy. Now, this was either completely AI that wrote this or whatever. But what I'm going to get at is no actual devices, systems, or persons, including squids, which is a Navy guy, the guy playing the video game, were hacked in the making of this production. Well, I have to disagree with that, military. I'm extremely hacked, and you know that better than anybody. So I'm going to start calling y'all out on that too, just for the hell of it. So, yeah. That's pretty much where I'm at on everybody. Like I said, I'm getting to a point where I'm not going to take any prisoners anymore because these stones are really just ruining my life, you know. And I'm tired of being the setup man and not getting any appreciation for it. All right, I just wanted to add this to the end because it just occurred to me that video we just watched where he said where they were gonna beat Navy. Army was going to beat Navy December 8th, right? And I was talking about the time machine and how we can see the future. Well, they posted that on December 3rd. Okay. So if you have any doubts that Lockheed Martin has a time machine, just remember, they had the balls, stones. I wasn't going to say stones, but I'm tired of talking about fucking stones. They had the balls to call that on December 3rd in that video, right? That was if I'm not mistaken, that's U.S. Military Academy, so they're probably kind of neutral over there. It's West Point. He said, do you think that they're rigging the game? I doubt it. They didn't rig the game. No. They got a fucking time machine that uses the theory of relativity to beam signals back and forth from a satellite that's hauling ass. If it's not a satellite, it's some sort of a space vessel. But I own the patent. I don't know how they're doing it. I know how I would do it. But I'm under the gun right now because I own a patent. And the government hates me because I didn't do anything wrong other than invent some shit. They're a bunch of assholes. They're really starting to piss me the fuck off. But anyway, I wanted to point that out.